Volkner isn't just a gym leader, he's the first man in Sinnoh to experience burnout so powerful, he almost caused the end of Sinnoh. This is the guy who got so bored of racking up wins that he literally rewired the Sunnyshow gym just to feel something. Not to make it safer, not to make it cooler, just because he was done. And the wild part? Behind those dead inside eyes is one of the most talented and quietly tragic characters Pokemon ever wrote. After this, you'll see him as a major what-if character. Volkner is the electric-type gym leader of Sunnyshow City in the Sinnoh region, an engineering prodigy, childhood friend, and rival of Elite Four Flint. His gym? He built it. His city? He powered it. He became instantly iconic for being strong, too cool for school, and looking like Naruto's dad. He's the final gym leader standing between you and the Sinnoh League. There's a small problem though. He has zero motivation due to being levels above his challengers. Volkner is what happens when a gifted genius is trapped doing the same things as us normal people. Volkner's name carries sparks of meaning. In English, it evokes voltage, voltaic, and volt. Electricity references so obvious, even his hair got the memo. His Japanese name, Denji, means electromagnetic, with Den meaning electricity. Other versions of his name, such as in Chinese, Dianzi, tend to also play around the idea of electricity. His design echoes Japanese Yankee, which are usually delinquent Japanese people with dyed hair, a distinct fashion choice, and, you know, skip class and stare dramatically out of windows. Volkner's messy hair, half-zipped jacket, and slightly fed-up expression all signal, I'm too cool to deal with any of this, no matter what it is. He was like a warrior atop a mountain waiting for a worthy opponent, kinda like Red on Mount Silver, except he's in a lighthouse, and instead of waiting, he's installing solar panels. Volkner makes his grand entrance in Generation 4 Diamond and Pearl, and when you try to run to his city, you're blocked off. He was renovating his gym, wasting electricity, and causing blackouts. A few badges and a world-ending battle later, the blackout is finally over. Yay! Shouldn't we be celebrating the world not ending instead? Anyway, as you step foot into Sunnyshow, Flint tells you Volkner lost his enthusiasm, and you gotta give him a hot battle to bring him back on track. He's in the lighthouse busy daydreaming about the Pokemon League, and is like, okay, all these weaklings are starting to annoy me. You're the last person I'm gonna battle before taking on the League. Big mistake, boy, because I'm the main character. And so are all of you. Straight through the gym doors, you start to realize why there was a blackout. He made his gym unnecessarily complicated and requiring a ton of electricity. I hate the puzzle in this gym. It's not hard, it's just annoying and takes so much time. If you get to him without dying of boredom, then be ready for his lineup. His Ace Luxray, Raichu, Ambipom, and Octillery? The electric-type gym leader was so bored that he just abandoned his electric-type specialist title and picked whatever looked shiny that day. His team is awful and doesn't do damage at all. I wasn't even over-leveled and I ran through him with a Toxicroak. Just be careful and he will warn you of his trump card, Octillery. May I quickly point out that his lack of electric types is exactly the same as his best friend Flint with his fire types. Both fixed in Pokemon Platinum, the gift from Arceus that fixed half of Sinnoh's problems. His new lineup is electric. Jolteon, Raichu, Luxray, with Electivire being the star this time. All of his Pokemon's movesets have great coverage, such as Jolteon's Iron Tail, Luxray's Ice Fang, Electivire's Fire Punch, and Raichu's Focus Blast, which will be hitting with 100% accuracy. Despite the great coverage, he's still weak as hell. I don't know what it is about Electivire. It has the stats and the moves, but it just doesn't pack a punch the way it should. Even Giga Impact tickles. In the post-game, you can also battle him and Flint in a double battle outside the battle frontier. They seem on par with each other and have the same level Pokemon. This symbolizes them being rivals and confirms Volkner being around Elite 4 level at his best. In the Pokemon World Tournament in Black and White 2, he has some tricks up his sleeve, like Grass Knot Grass Gem Raichu, but that's pretty much it. I just can't think of him as a real threat when he has pillow-handed Electivire as his ace. Don't forget the worst Rotom form, Rotom Fan, which is a flying type with Levitate. Well, how bad am I that he literally just let me win by clicking charge and not attacking the entire time? Thank you, Volkner. But still get good. The anime is very similar to the game, but in much more detail. Volkner is first mentioned by Palmer, who tells Ash to go and challenge Sunnyshore's gym leader, as he's sure to give him a shock. Yeah, everyone needs to stop with the shock puns. The crew run into Ash's rival Paul, who says the Sunnyshore's gym is not legit and is the worst gym in Sinnoh.
That gym is not legit! That gym is the worst.
The crew go to investigate, and they're met by an automated system by the gym front door, which tells you to help yourself to one of the badges if you request a battle. Paul was right, after all. The deeper problem is, it is clear how severely disinterested Volkner has become with Pokemon battles. Imagine a university leaving degrees at the front door because the professors got bored of teaching idiots. Ash starts crashing out and bashing the door, before getting restrained by the security robot arms, and Flint comes to save him. Impressed by his determination, Flint takes Ash to his good pal Volkner in the Sunnyshore's lighthouse. They meet a Raichu at the top that attacks Flint with a good old hug attack, and Volkner comes out, monotone, disinterested, and depressed. Ash kindly introduces himself as a trainer and challenges Volkner for the badge. Volkner says, yeah, no, just take one from the front door. It's a beautiful day and it would be more beautiful if you left. Flint takes them out for food and details his history with Volkner. They locked eyes one day and became lifelong rivals, 50-50 on who won each battle. They motivated each other and became friends after fighting off a powerful poacher together. They grew up and went their separate ways. Volkner as a gym leader, taking on weaklings, Flint training in the toughest conditions, and eventually becoming an Elite 4 member. The lack of battling talent that met Volkner led to him losing his love for battling. So he had more time to spend on technology and became obsessed, so much that he built solar paneled systems all over the city, then felt empty, having nothing left to do. Now he spends his days depressed in the lighthouse and away from people. Volkner walks into the bar and Flint tells him to snap out of it. Volkner taunts him and the two almost come to blows. It's sad because Flint really cares about his friend and is getting frustrated that he can't help. The bartender suggests that Volkner watches and Flint battles Ash. Ash versus Flint begins, Infernape versus Buizel. Ash opens up with a water gun versus an Elite 4 member. Really? Well, Flint lets Ash use a few moves to showcase his abilities, then takes out Buizel. Volkner doesn't care. Next, he lets Ash's Infernape have some fun, then smacks it down too. Volkner's like, this is a waste of time. I'd rather be looking out of lighthouses. The final hope is Pikachu. Its Volt Tackle clash with Flare Blitz didn't get a reaction out of Volkner, but he wasn't trash-talking for once. They're clashing and Pikachu is definitely getting the worst of it, but it's not getting one-shot like the others. Pikachu's unwillingness to give up slowly catches the attention of Volkner, until Pikachu's blown back and Ash jumps to catch it. Volkner's stunned and thinks of himself back in the day. Volkner's starting to see a lot of himself in Ash. After one last clash, Ash loses the battle, but wins Volkner's interest. Volkner is back. The big boys are ready to throw down. Ash leads with Stupid Grottle, and Volkner with Luxray. Luxray is easily dodging Razor Leafs and sparks it, dealing heavy damage, and leaving Ash thinking that he should have taken the free badge earlier. Then there's a power outage in the whole city. Of course, Team Rocket turns out to be behind all of this. Volkner's like, who are they?
Team Rocket?
Volkner and Ash battle Team Rocket with conductors to nullify their electric attacks. So Grottle's like, how about ground types? And evolves before whooping them. Sunnyshore took some time to recover, and Volkner calls Ash back for round 2. They begin with Torterra versus Electivire. Electivire burns Razor Leafs with Fire Punch, Ash tries Razor Leaf again, but follows with an energy ball while Electivire is busy burning them. It does no damage, so he goes for broke. He uses Rock Climb, which gets a reaction out of Electivire, and charges in as Electivire counters with Torterra's worst nightmare, Ice Punch. Torterra gets frozen and is out for the count. Pikachu is sent out and Electivire somehow dodges a quick attack, but they continue dodging and blocking each other's moves, and Electivire gets paralyzed by Pikachu's static ability. This causes Electivire to severely slow down during the fight, letting Pikachu slowly gain the upper hand. The speed advantage is really capitalized on, leading to a devastating Iron Tail. Jolteon comes out versus Infernape. This fight gets scrappy as Infernape punches it in the face and gets electrocuted for what felt like a whole minute. He starts treating Jolteon's Shadow Ball barrage like target practice, which pays off as he punches Jolteon into the ceiling and sticks the landing. Pikachu is back out versus Luxray, and they have a little scuffle in the beginning until Pikachu starts smacking the hell out of Luxray with Iron Tail, before having a Thunderfang Iron Tail clash which Luxray wins, leaving Pikachu open for a finishing blow. Infernape is the last to go out. It engages in some more target practice versus Luxray's double team. Yeah, he gets caught, but he's not going down without a fight. Infernape gets hit a lot. As Luxray goes for the final Thunderfang, the electricity goes out, and Luxray stops, saving Infernape. They decide to keep going, and sneakily, Infernape was brewing up Blaze. Is this another fluky gym battle by Ash? The next few attacks are extremely explosive, but Volkner is loving the intensity. Luxray is getting overwhelmed, and Infernape finishes it off. Volkner is delighted to have met Ash and hands over the Sunyshore gym badge. Volkner is now back to normal. They then send Ash away to his doom. Fast forward like 4 generations, it seems like Ash really changed the trajectory of Volkner's career, to which he entered the Masters tournament and is ranked 27th in the world. And what do you know, Ash is matched against him. As they're catching up, he's very interested in Ash's Z-Ring and knows he's in for a tough battle. The battle begins, and Luxray is going to town on Lucario, so Ash sends out Gengar. Gengar starts blasting Luxray from all angles and making its life a complete nightmare. Volkner sends out Rotom, who can match Gengar's spookiness and speed, then zaps Gengar back to the Pokemon Center. Pikachu comes out and smothers Rotom, so Volkner sends out Electivire, which gives Pikachu too many problems with its strength and ability to absorb electricity. Lucario is sent out and deals decent damage, but ultimately, it's outmatched, and Rotom comes out to finish the job. Or not, because Lucario smacks it into next week. Luxray and Lucario, both weakened, end up taking each other out and have a good old hug while they're at it. Pikachu and Electivire are all who remain as they start sword fighting with Iron Tails. Ash is like, "You wanted to know about the Z-Ring, right?" and gives Volkner a taste of main character. He uses the second coolest Pikachu move behind Volt Tackle and annihilates Electivire through Motor Drive. Volkner is impressed and tells Ash that he's a real threat in this tournament, even to the Masterclass. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Volkner comes across as a guy that is actually willing to let the world end. He does not care at all. Team Galactic are becoming a real problem with their whole taking over the world game, and they've beaten up Candice and Maylene. They need training, and Byron tries to link them up with Volkner, but Volkner is so bored and depressed from weak challenges that he leaves the gym and couldn't answer his phone. Byron manages to contact Volkner eventually and tricks him by saying there's a strong challenger for him. And when he's met with Platinum, Maylene, and Candice, he thinks they're too weak and then zaps them all with Raichu. Platinum convinces him to battle, and he mistakes her for being the Eterna City gym leader, so he doesn't even know his own colleagues. They battle and she tells him how strong Team Galactic is, and he's starting to get interested. He's warming up to Platinum. She actually takes out his Electivire, and he gives her a badge. I really doubt he was trying his best, but a win is a win. Since Maylene and Candice say that he promised to train them after Platinum, it seems like this was a part of his training. He prepares them for Team Galactic, but he's still not interested enough to participate. Later on, during the possible world-ending battle, Volkner ignores calls for help and doesn't care whether or not the world ends. On his way home, he sees a distortion in space and shows excitement for the first time. He calls Flint to help him investigate. Him and Flint explore the distortion world, and surprise, surprise, they end up battling Giratina, who mops the floor with them. Giratina goes to attack Platinum. Flint and Volkner perfectly time a sneak attack and take it out. They actually took out Giratina. A prodigy who installed solar panels in his city, built a lighthouse, and rewired his own gym is impressive. It shows his intelligence beyond battling. It's a shame he burnt out, but this is an extremely realistic situation where people's talent goes missing due to life circumstances. He is certainly one of the most human characters Pokemon has ever created. A genius chasing the spark he lost, and finding it again the moment you walk through his door. Sometimes, we all just need the right person to step into our lives. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Volkner's history and want more content, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment what you thought was the most interesting, and I'll see you all in the next one.